Here is Chapter 9, which dives into the core financial mechanics of Denarii DFi, focusing on liquidity provisioning, tokenomics, and integration with Flare X to empower Xrpl, Algo, and HBR-based assets within the Flare ecosystem. Chapter 9. Tokenomics, Liquidity, Provisioning and Flare X. Integration for Denarii. Tokens 9.1 Overview. Unlocking liquidity in a cross-chain ecosystem to drive adoption, utility, and financial sustainability, Denarii must establish robust tokenomics. Wrapped Denarii tokens, WDEN, can leverage Flare X for liquidity, yield farming, and seamless swaps between chains. This chapter outlines how to structure token flow, utility, and LP strategies for maximum efficiency and adoption. 9.2 Core Token Model, WDEN, and Multi-Chain Compatibility. 9.2.1 Native versus Wrapped Tokens. Native token on Xrpl, Algo, and HBAR. WDN. Wrapped version for use on Flare, minted via Flare Wrap or Native Bridge. 9.2.2 Multi-chain circulation. Users bridge DEN from their chain to Flare. WDEN circulates in DeFi on Flare X, Flare Farm, and more. Unwrapping returns assets to the original chain. 9.2.3 Gas fee optimization. Denarii can utilize the native FLR token for transaction fees. Denarii may also cover gas for users through meta transactions or fee rebates to improve UX. 9.3 Utility of WDN across the Flare ecosystem. 9.3.1 Governance. WDEN used for proposals, voting, and treasury management in Denarii DAO. 9.3.2 Collateralization. Lock WDN in Flare loans to borrow stablecoins or other assets. Use WDEN to back RWA or NFT asset issuance. 9.3.3 Liquidity incentives. Stake WDN in Flare Farm LP pairs to earn yield. LP rewards distributed in FLR, WDN, or governance tokens. 9.3.4 Real-world integration. DEN can be used to purchase physical prints from Denarii Reworks Gallery, access special exhibitions, artist drops, or AI-powered curation tools. 9.4 Liquidity provisioning via Flare. 9.4.1 Key LP pools. WDN, FLR WDN, FXRPWDEN, SUSDT, stable token pair. N. WHBAR, Walgo, WXRP, interoperable asset liquidity pools. 9.4.2 Bootstrapping strategy. Initial liquidity seeded by Denarii Treasury and early investors. Double or triple yield campaigns during launch phase via Flare Farm. 9.4.3 Impermanent loss mitigation. Incentivize stable pairings and deep liquidity. Introduce LP insurance mechanisms funded by a portion of DAO fees. 9.5 Dynamic emission schedule. 9.5.1 Token supply and vesting. Fixed max supply with deflationary emissions for early incentives. Allocations. %. Ecosystem incentives yield LP 20%. Treasury and partnerships 20%. DAO governance 15%. Founding team vesting over 3 to 4 years 10%. Investors and grants %. Reserve buyback fund. 9.58.2 Liquidity mining epochs, weekly or monthly emission cycles based on volume and TVL benchmarks. Governance can vote to adjust emissions dynamically. 9.6 Liquidity routing across chains 9.6.1, automatic bridging and arbitrage. Denarii integrates with cross-chain routers to allow swap-den, Xrpl, and Flare, arbitrage opportunities between chains incentivized via bots or DAOs 9.6.2, yield aggregation tools to move idle capital between Xrpl staking, Algo governance, and Flare Farm LPs. 9.7, utility-driven buybacks and burns. 9.7.1, marketplace revenue allocation, percentage of all Denarii, NFT, print, and licensing revenue, used to buy back WDN on FlareX. Optional DAO, vote to burn or redistribute. 9.7.2, artist royalties in WDN enable creators to earn royalties in liquid, DeFi-ready tokens. Auto-swap fiat revenues into WDN via FlareX. 9.8, DAO Treasury Management. 9.8.1, Cross-Chain Treasury Vault Denarii. DAO Treasury holds assets in Xrpl, Algo, HBAR, FLR, and stablecoins, deployed into yield strategies, insurance pools, or buyback mechanisms. 9.8.2, Treasury Growth Mechanism. Income sources. Flare Shaxi, XLP fees, T, and RWO minting fees, cloud API revenue for enterprise integrations. 9.9, Advanced DeFi integration. 9.9.1, leveraged LPs and loans. Use LP tokens as collateral on Flare loans. Borrow WDN or FLR to expand yield positions. 9.9.2, options, futures, and derivatives. BUDN listed on decentralized derivatives platforms in the Flare ecosystem. Enables hedging, leverage trading, and market making. 9.10, summary. Engineered for scale and liquidity. With WEDN and wrapped assets from Xrpl, Algo, and HBAR all flowing into FlareX, Denarii DFi gains powerful tokenomics with deep utility. By merging community incentives, liquidity tools, and a DAO-driven treasury, Denarii establishes a multi-chain, art-powered economy ready for both retail users and institutional-grade integrations. Here is Chapter 10, focusing on Denarii reworks. Gallery's multi-chain NFT strategy powered by Flare and Songbird networks. Chapter 10, Denarii NFTs in a cross-chain metaverse, Flare's re in multiverse art distribution. 10.1, Introduction, Web3 art in a multi-chain universe. Denarii Reworks Gallery is positioned to lead the charge in cross-chain NFT innovation by leveraging Flare and Songbird's interoperability, EVM compatibility, and data oracle infrastructure. This chapter explores how Denarii's NFT collections, spanning Xrpl, Algo, and HBAR, can be wrapped, traded, displayed, and utilized across DeFi and the metaverse using Flare's cutting-edge tech stack. 10.2, NFT Bridging with Flare Wrap and State Connector. 10.2.1, Wrapping NFTs from Xrpl, HBAR, and Algo. Denarii NFTs on Xrpl, Ripple NFTs, Hedera, CHIP 412, or Algorand, ASA NFTs can be wrapped via Flare Wrap. Once wrapped, NFTs become ERC721 or ERC1159 compatible, allowing access to Ethereum-compatible tooling and marketplaces. 10.2.2, State Connector-powered metadata sync. Original chain metadata, authorship, rarity, royalties, is verifiable on Flare via the State Connector, enables proof of origin without centralization or duplicate minting. 10.3, Marketplace access and interoperable display. 10.3.1, Integration with Flare-based marketplaces. Wrapped NFTs tradable on any EVM-compatible marketplace, OpenSea, LooksRare clones, or Flare-specific platforms. Enables broader exposure and sales beyond native chain silos. 10.3.2 Decentralized NFT showrooms. Deploy 3D galleries or metaverse exhibitions, Decentraland, Spatial, using Flare as backend. Display assets from multiple chains in a unified virtual experience. 10.4 Utility-enhanced NFTs. Beyond static art. 10.4.1 Dynamic data-driven NFTs. Leverage Flare's time series Oracle, FTSO, to inject real-time data, e.g., prices, weather, news, into dynamic NFTs. Example: a piece changes color based on XRP volatility or FLR trading volume. 10.4.2 Financial NFTs in DeFi use. NFTs as collateral in Flare loans. Stake NFTs for yield or governance influence via custom Flare smart contracts. 10.4.3 AI-powered curation. Denarii can offer AI-assisted NFT curation and collection recommendations using Google Cloud AI and machine learning services integrated via Songbird testnets. Personalizes the collector experience. 10.5 Cross-chain and NFT. Rarity engines and royalties. 10.5.1 Decentralized rarity protocols. Use decentralized oracles to define rarity scores for wrapped NFTs. Enable standardized valuation and pricing across Xrpl, HBAR, and Algo NFTs on Flare. 10.5.2 Universal royalties. System. Flare. Smart contracts enforce artist royalties regardless of which chain the sale occurs on. Royalties can be split dynamically to creators, collaborators, and DAOs. 10.6 Bridging NFTs to gaming and virtual realities. 10.6.1 Interoperable game assets. Tokenized game assets or collectibles from Denarii drops into ERC-1155 tokens. Enable plug-and-play usage in metaverse environments or blockchain games. 10.6.2 Unlockables and memberships. FT grant gated access to private art shows, Zoom calls, or token-gated content via Denarii's platform. Supports IRL ticketing and event logistics powered by smart contracts. 10.7 Fractionalization and tokenization of high-value NFTs. 10.7.1 Multi-chain fractional ownership. Wrap high-value Denarii NFTs and fractionalize them via Flare-based ERC20 tokens. Allow investors to co-own iconic artworks with DAO voting on exhibition or sales. 10.7.2 Flare finance integration, trade fractions on Flare X. Stake fractional tokens for additional rewards or governance utility. 10.8 DAO governed NFT collections. 10.8.1 Community curation. Denarii DAO votes on new artists, collections, or collaborations. Curated art drops based on token holder votes. 10.8.2 Revenue distribution. Auction proceeds or print sales distributed automatically to token holders or stakers using Flare's EVM smart contracts. 10.9 Real-world NFT linkages, prints, and authentication. 10.9.1 NFT plus canvas print redemption. Buyers can redeem NFTs for physical artwork via smart contracts and QR code verification. Global print partners authenticate through Flare APIs and real-time Oracle feeds. 10.9.2 Anti-counterfeit solutions. Utilize Flare's state connector to verify chain origin of physical assets. Tamper-proof NFC tags or QR codes link physical art back to the NFT. 10/10 Summary: multi-chain NFTs meet metaverse utility. By deploying on Flare and Songbird, Denarii can turn static NFTs into programmable assets, bridged, fractionalized, collateralized, and dynamically enriched across chains. Whether through art finance, gamification, or global exhibitions, this architecture empowers Denarii to lead the multi-chain NFT revolution. Here is Chapter 11, focusing on integrating Google Cloud AI, compute services, and smart automation with Flare and Songbird for Denarii DFi and Denarii Reworks Gallery. Chapter 11. Leveraging Google Cloud AI and compute with Flare, smart art, predictive assets, and intelligent DeFi 11.1. Introduction. AI meets DeFi in a decentralized creator economy. The next leap in DeFi and Web3 art isn't just about multi-chain assets. It's about intelligent, automated, and predictive systems. With Google Cloud's machine learning infrastructure and Flare's decentralized data protocols, Denarii can build an ecosystem where NFTs and DeFi assets are not static but alive, evolving, and AI responsive. 11.2. Google Cloud Compute Integration with Flare and Songbird. 11.2.1. Smart Contract Triggered. Compute tasks use Flare. Smart contracts to trigger compute events on Google Cloud via Web3 GCP bridges or Chainlink functions. Example: on-chain event like NFT Mint triggers off-chain AI render processing or market analysis. 11.2.2. Decentralized scheduling. Integrate with Flare's EVM to create scheduled tasks, e.g., price check, art style updates, using off-chain infrastructure powered by Google Cloud Functions and Cloud Run. 11.2.3. Cost efficiency with auto-scaling. Google Cloud auto-scaling ensures Denarii services run lean, expanding only when demand spikes, e.g., NFT drops, auction events, data spikes on Flare Time Series Oracle. 11.3. AI-driven art intelligence. 11.3.1. AI-curated gallery launches. Use AI models trained on user preferences to recommend, showcase, and even dynamically rearrange art in virtual exhibitions. Personalized NFT display logic powered by GCP AI recommendations and linked back to Flare smart contracts. 11.3.2. Predictive value modeling for art and tokens. ML models forecast art market trends, token price momentum, and collector behavior. Output feeds injected into Denarii's DeFi dashboards for community governance and investment insights. Fine-tune generative art engines, e.g. GANs, Style GANs, hosted on Google AI infrastructure. Enable collectors to commission AI-based derivatives or evolution versions of purchased NFTs. 11.4. Intelligent DeFi tools for Denarii Finance. 11.4.1. AI-optimized yield strategies analyze Flare Farm and external LPs to suggest optimized farming/lending strategies. AI agents suggest staking reallocations in real time, personalized per user wallet or DAO fund. 11.4.2. Risk monitoring bots constantly analyze price oracles via FTSO and external markets to detect volatility, exploits, or depeg risks. Alerts sent to governance DAO or automated pause functions triggered via smart contracts. 11.4.3. Wallet health scoring. Build a scoring system that audits wallet behavior, lending habits, and farming patterns using ML. Gamifies and rewards responsible DeFi usage with NFT badges or token boosts. 11.5. Onboarding and user assistance via AI agents. 11.5.1. AI support bots for Web3 and art guidance trained on Denarii documentation, NFT metadata, and Flare protocol FAQs. 11.52 Artist First AI Assistance. 11.6 Ethical and Transparent AI. Usage in Web3 111.6.1. Blockchain auditable AI decisions. Each AI recommendation or action, e.g., curation, financial suggestion, logged on chain, enables users to inspect how and why decisions were made, promoting AI transparency. 11.6.2 Community-governed AI updates. DE votes on new AI datasets, training updates, and allowed AI outputs. Prevents AI abuse or manipulation by ensuring human-guided oversight. 11.7 Building an open AI plus Web3 marketplace. 11.7.1 Tokenized AI models. Denarii DFi could tokenize AI models themselves as NFTs or utility tokens. AI researchers, creators monetize models in the open marketplace via wrapped assets on Flare. 11.7.2 By access via token gating, provide API-level access to AI services only to token holders or staked wallets. Enables premium tools for pro artists, collectors, and DeFi managers. 11.8 Summary. Intelligent Web3. Powered by AI, compute, and Flare. Google Cloud AI and compute tools, when merged with Flare's cross-chain, decentralized infrastructure, create an unprecedented framework for intelligent, automated, and creator-first DeFi. Whether it's making smarter investment decisions, dynamic NFTs, or personalized art discovery, Denarii becomes not just multi-chain, but multi-intelligent. Ready for Chapter 12, Decentralized Autonomous Organizations, DAOs. Across Xrpl, Algo, Hbar, and Flare. Community Governance for a Global Creator Network. Here's Chapter 12, expanding on Denarii's decentralized governance and DAO frameworks across Xrpl, Algo, Hbar, and Flare networks. Chapter 12, Decentralized Autonomous Organizations, DAOs, across Xrpl, Algo, Hbar, and Flare. Community Governance for a Global Creator Network 2.1. Introduction, Governance Beyond Borders, Denarii. DFi envisions a permissionless, creator-led, investor-backed ecosystem. To scale this vision across Xrpl, Algo, Hbar, and Flare, governance must evolve from centralized control to distributed community power. With DAO frameworks customized per chain but synchronized via Flare's interoperability layer, Denarii can create an agile, resilient, and truly democratic Web3 platform. 12.2 Why Multi-Chain DAO Architecture Matters. 12.2.1 Cross-Ecosystem Participation. Allow token holders from Xrpl, Algo, and Hbar to vote on proposals natively through their wallets, removing the need for chain migration. 12.2.2 Specialized Sub-DAO. Segment DAOs into functional branches. Art Curation DAO. Denarii Reworks. DeFi Strategy. DAO, Denarii DFi, Global Agent DAO, Denarii Distribution Network. Green Governance, DAO, focused on sustainable practices. 2.2.3 Flare as the DAO Coordinator. Layer use, Flare smart contracts to compile voting data from subnets via State Connector. Ensures accurate, secure synchronization between votes cast on different chains. 12.3 DAO Tools and Features for Denarii. Governance. 12.3.1 Token-Weighted Voting. Governance rights based on Denarii token staked on Flare-wrapped assets from Xrpl, Algo, HBAR NFTs as soul-bound identity credentials 12.3.2. Quadratic voting. Integrate quadratic voting for specific proposals, e.g. funding artists or gallery upgrades, to balance whale versus retail influence. 12.3.3. Reputation and delegation systems. Assign non-transferable reputation scores for long-term participants. Enable vote delegation to trusted representatives or algorithmic proxies. 12.4. DAO interoperability via Flare State Connector 12.4.1. Proof of Vote Cross-Chain Logic Use State Connector to verify DAO votes or actions initiated on Xrpl or HBAR within Flare smart contracts. 12.4.2. Unified Treasury Management. Denarii can pool wrapped funds across networks with transparent multi-chain treasury reporting via Flare and Songbird analytics. 12.4.3. Automated execution based on DAO outcomes. Once consensus is achieved, smart contracts automatically fund grants, update gallery metadata, modify DeFi parameters, schedule auctions, or campaigns. 12.5. DAO-powered creator and collector incentives 12.5.1. Creator proposals and voting rounds. Artists submit proposals for featured drops, curated galleries, or community rewards. Token holders vote to approve, reject, or request revisions. 12.5.2. Collector rewards. Voting participation earns exclusive NFTs, early access, or yield boosts. DAO loyalty rewards tied to wallet behavior across networks. 12.5.3. Open governance for AI models. Community can vote to retrain, restrict, or fork AI tools used in art and DeFi tools. 12.6. DAOs for Denarii global agents. 12.6.1. Regional agent nodes. Global agents for manufacturing, delivery, and gallery management operate under local sub-DAOs. Proposals on hiring, logistics partnerships, and expansion managed regionally, coordinated globally. 12.6.2. DAO-driven franchise licensing. Issue soul-bound credentials to verified agents. Voting system for new licensees or to revoke inactive ones. 12.6.3. Fair profit distribution. 12.7. Legal and compliance layers for Denarii DAOs. 12.7.1. Hybrid DAO legal structures. Structured DAO entities with legally compliant wrappers in multiple jurisdictions. Enables real-world asset tokenization and fiat conversion points. 12.7.2. KYC gatekeeping options. Use on-chain zero-knowledge KYC proofs for investor-only proposals or regulatory reporting. 12.7.3. Insurance and risk mitigation DAO modules. Smart contract insurance pools governed by token holders. Triggered automatically based on predefined failure, hack, or underperformance events. 12.8 Summary. The Denarii DAO vision. By embedding decentralized governance into every layer, art curation, DeFi tools, AI usage, and physical distribution, Denarii creates an unstoppable, self-evolving economy. Each chain brings strengths: Xrpl's speed, Algo's efficiency, HBAR's finality, Flare's connectivity, and Flare's state connector ensures DAO decisions stay in sync across them all. This isn't just governance. It's global, on-chain democracy for creators, collectors, and investors alike.